Boker Tov. We continue with the 3-minute daily dose of Torah, looking at the request that Yaakov makes of his son Yosef when he calls Yosef in as his days are coming close, Lamut, to die. He calls Yosef and he says, "If I found favor in your eyes, place your hand beneath my thigh." That's the way a person would take an oath in ancient times. Ve'asita imadi chesed ve'emet, and you'll please do with me kindness and truth. Al natik b'reini b'mitzrayim, please don't bury me in Egypt. This phrase, chesed ve'emes, was one that was grabbed onto by the sages, and understood that there's something about not simply chesed and emes, which can be interpreted in many ways, but it's actually a chesed shel emes. Chesed shel emes. And you perhaps have heard that phrase used in relationship with burial societies, maybe even cemeteries themselves, but chesed shel emes indeed associated with the burial process. Because, as the sages read it, it's the most truthful emes, truthful act of chesed one can do. Chesed being an act of loving kindness and caring. And it's noted that for the most part, as the sages say, when you carry out a good act for somebody else, there's always somewhere lurking in your mind the possibility that I'll do a good turn for this person and they'll do a good turn for me. There's nothing wrong with that. That's life is, good things happen in both directions. We work in that implicit barter of kindness. That's all fine and good. But there's a certain type of chesed, which is chesed shel emes. It's the truest form of caring and loving kindness when you have no expectation of anything in return. The truest form of that is when you do something for a person who is dead, who has passed away, and cannot return the kindness to you at all. That is chesed shel emes. That's the truest form of an act of chesed. Now, admittedly, there is still a degree of recompense which a person hopes for, but it's a much higher version of it. Namely, I'll carry this out for you with the hope that someday, because I've helped build a society in which this happens, the Rambam makes this point essentially, where I'll build a society where this is understood and expected, and it'll come my way, that somebody will make sure that I'm buried when my day will come to pass, my death will come to pass. That is that doesn't take away of the chesed shel emes. That's just the larger investment in a world in which paying it forward. Paying it forward is indeed still chesed shel emes. I mean, we all, those, and you should know there are people in our own community who have volunteer and participate in our Chevra Kedusha here in Westchester. Tavo aleichem bracha. You deserve special blessings for the good things that you do. You don't even want to be named as the custom was, so that your acts be pure. Let's all seek out ways in which we, whether it's involvement with such with burial rites or so many other ways, to turn our acts of chesed indeed to chesed shel emes, expecting nothing to return, the highest form of chesed indeed. Have a great day.